Hello everyone, welcome to Tell Education. So today I'm here to teach you how to write a formal essay for your IELTS. So let's get in. So first of all, let me tell you that it is always wise if you don't follow a lot of formats, because when you write an exam, if you have a lot of formats with you, you will get confused while you are writing the exam. So it is always nice if you can stick to one particular format. Alright, so let's get in. The first thing, let me tell you that this is a procedure, or this is a way, or this is a kind of essay, or this is a format of essay that I personally follow, and I always teach this to all my students and they find it very helpful. You can definitely look into other essay formats, but for me personally this works, so I'm just letting you know how to do this. The first thing that we need to have is a quotation. Now, what is a quotation? A quotation is basically something like a phrase which is said by somebody really famous, or a famous personality, or an influential person. So if you're writing an essay on environmental issues, you need to write a quotation of somebody talking, or somebody who spoke about environmental issue. You just have to write 1 or 2 lines, and it has to be in double inverted comma, because it is said by somebody, it is already told by somebody, and you can't change the words. That is why we call it quotations. And right under that, if you know the person, you can just write the name of the person. If it's an unknown quotation, you can just write unknown, that's fine. So this quotation is actually called the pre-intro. That is something that's done before the introduction. The second one. Now the second one is, we're going to get into the introduction. Let me tell you something. I can see spoilers, essay spoilers, by just writing in the first line itself. They would just break the suspense saying what the topic is. For example, if the essay is environmental issue, again, let me take that example again, because I think commonly we get a lot of questions based on environmental issues. So environmental issues, for example. So you see the question, and usually what happens is that students have the tendency to write an environmental issue is something. So they start with the point environmental issue, breaking the suspense. So this is actually called you spoiling the essay by writing the word in the first sentence itself. So don't spoil the suspense. Make sure that you generally speak about the earth and what happened to the earth and what damages were caused on the earth, and slowly take it slow, and by the 4th or 5th line you can actually bring in the environmental issues. This way the person who's reading your essay will always find it interesting to read beyond. Alright, so now let's go for the third one. So after the introduction, which is basically 8 to 10 lines is maximum. Even if you go for 6 to 7 lines is also fine, as long as you are able to introduce what you want to say in the most effective way. And then we're going to the first para, which is actually called the thesis. Now, just as you heard the word thesis, it actually means a summary. So before you're going to write, you're going to make a plot of what all points will you be discussing in the essay. You have to know a clear idea of the points that you will be discussing in your essay, for which you need to write roughly of the points that you have to work on. If it's 2 points, you can write 2 points. If it's 3 points, you can work on 3 points. That depends upon how many points you want to write in your essay. So is that clear? Alright, so that is called the thesis. So let me tell you something. If you're writing 4 points in thesis, make sure that whatever you write in thesis has to be explained in the essay. Otherwise, don't mention it in the thesis. For the sake of writing some points, please don't mention it in the thesis. Whatever you mention in the thesis has to be seen in the essay, which means has to be explained. So this is the thesis. Now, we're not going to stand here, right? It's been introductions and thesis. So we have to go forward. Hence, we're going to go for the next paragraph, which is called the progressive paragraph. In the progressive paragraph, you are supposed to start explaining the points that you mentioned in the thesis. So you will start mentioning them, you will start talking about them, you will start explaining them. So you can write maximum of 3 paragraphs consisting of 8 to 9 lines. It depends on how much time and how much lines you take to explain. So make it really pithy terse. Do not elaborate it in such a way that the essay would just go offhand. So that's the progressive paragraph. Now the last paragraph, obviously we all know, it's called the conclusion. Now the conclusion for IELTS exam are actually 2 things. It should either be a solution or it should be a warning. Okay, solution in the sense you're giving a solution for the problem. And if, for example, you're saying that if we continue to do this, if we all stand together and hold hands and start fighting for the environment, probably in the next 20 years we can save Earth, which is actually a solution that you're giving. But if you're giving a warning, you're basically telling them that if we try to do this, if we continue to do this, probably in the next 20 years, we or our generation would learn about trees from books. Okay, so this will be a warning. I would suggest it would be really nice if you can stick on to warning than solutions, because solutions is not possible. For every essay, it's not possible to give a solution, but for warning, that's perfectly fine. So this is the format of the essay for IELTS that I personally follow. You can definitely look into other essays as well, but this really works for me, and I think a lot of my students follow the same format itself. So let me begin from the first one. We have a pre-intro, then we have an introduction, then we have a thesis where you put all the points together, we bring all the points together, and then we have the progressive paragraph where you start explaining the points, and we come to the last paragraph, which is a conclusion, which can either be a solution or a warning, and that's it. So guys, I hope this video was really helpful to you. I know I'm just coming a little casual way because of the limitations that we have during this lockdown time. So don't mind that. Don't mind the the informal way of me barging into your videos. I mean, into your life. But as long as whatever I've told, whatever I've tried to convey makes sense to you, if it's helping you, that's more important. So comment below and tell me if you really like the session. If you want more sessions of IELTS, let me know about it. And till then, bye bye. See you in the next video.